All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because I'm stepping up video production. I'm going to start getting you guys out a few more videos. Going to really push into this to bring you guys some good content. But today is going to be the weekly surf fishing report for September 27th to October 1st. Let's go ahead and jump into it. On Monday, September 27th, before I even got out to the beach, I already decided I was going to do a how to catch pompano video, just to give you guys a little idea how I go about pompano fishing. Got down to the beach and it was like a lake. I mean, the Gulf was flat, almost no surf action. So I didn't have high hopes, but I knew I could still go through a little bit of what I do. And luckily, the pompano read the script and they cooperated that day. And that was great. Caught a limit of pompano. No complaints from me on that. I mean, anytime you catch a single pompano, it's a great day, let alone a limit of pompano, especially with the surf conditions I had. A buddy of mine was there also that day. He fished just down from me a little ways. He told a remora. The remora were thick as thieves. I mean, he was catching just one after another. And that was really the only real active species out there that day were the remora. I mean, I think we caught one hardhead. I think I caught one hardhead, one remora, and then pompano. I mean, that it was just a very slow day. And like I said, though, a little bit of pompano, no complaints from me. All right, on Tuesday, I decided to mix it up a little bit. I brought one rod with me, a little bit of tackle. I was just gonna throw artificial. I haven't thrown artificial in a long time, and Tuesday, that's what I wanted to do primarily, to just change it up a little bit, and it did not disappoint. I caught my two biggest bluefish by far. They are not your typical bluefish we've been catching around the Alabama Gulf Coast. These guys were absolute studs. I didn't measure them, I put them back, and I'm gonna let you watch that video real quick, so go ahead and check that out. Come on, get it. There we go. There we go. My hands were wet and I couldn't get a grip on that. Well, is that a little bit better fish than I thought I had on me? Snug that down a little bit. That might be a Spanish. Oh man. Is it a Spanish, or do I just have my drag set too light today? I don't know. It's fun, whatever it is. Come on, butt man. This is killing my elbow today. I have not had a whole lot of issues with my elbow lately hurting me, and that's kind of why I have avoided throwing artificials, because this does. It's what kind of gets my elbow tore up and sore. What do we got? Oh, it's a huge blue. Oh my goodness. That is a giant blue. My goodness. Holy crap. No wonder you pulled so much drag. Good. That is 100% the biggest blue I've ever caught. All right, guys, that is a giant bluefish. I mean, that is a big bluefish for Alabama. We don't catch them that big all the time, but that is impressive, and I'm gonna go ahead and get this guy back. All right, there you go. You heard that drag screaming. Those were excellent bluefish. Those are giant bluefish for the Alabama Gulf Coast. You're not gonna catch them very often, so super happy to get into those guys Tuesday. On Wednesday, I kind of did half and half. I started Wednesday morning out throwing topwater. I also brought my cart and some set rigs just to see what else I could find. Unfortunately, just like Tuesday, I got ran off by the rain. But I did manage to catch a couple blues early on top water. Threw some set rigs out. Didn't have a whole lot of confidence. Had a really strong east wind, and usually when there's a really strong east wind, I don't catch fish. Maybe it's a coincidence, maybe it just does something out there that the fish don't like, but I rarely catch fish on a strong east wind. Talked with a really nice guy. He was actually fishing fairly close to where I was most of the morning. He had a slow day also. Just fish weren't wanting to really cooperate too well on Wednesday, but it is what it is. Thursday morning, I had a trip with some guys from Kentucky. Set up on an excellent cut. I had extremely high hopes for it, and those hopes were crushed. We caught a hard head immediately, and that was all that cut produced. We gave it about 45 minutes an hour. Couldn't find anything on it, so we moved on down the beach, hit an exposed sandbar so I could get way out there. Again, struggled there. I don't think we caught a single fish, and it was just going to be another one of those days with that fairly strong east wind. It seemed to really kill the bite. So we headed back towards the boardwalk. I went out on a sandbar that I knew there had been some ghost shrimp on. Luckily, I was able to pump up a few ghost shrimp and able to get them into a couple pompano. Thank goodness, because it was a slow day. I mean, until those pompano, it was hardhead and remora. And the remora are thick right now. I mean, you're gonna catch remora more than likely if you're out here throwing set rigs. Also hooked into a really nice ladyfish, putting on a show, jumping, running. An awesome fish to catch. I'll never complain if I catch ladyfish. They're too fun to catch. They're the hillbilly tarpon. I mean, come on guys, they're fun. On Friday, October 1st, which is right now as I'm filming this, I always film Friday when I'm fishing, if I'm fishing obviously. Another struggle. I've talked to a couple other fishermen. They've not caught anything. I lucked into a pompano early, just on fish bites and salted shrimp. Hadn't even looked for sand fleas or ghost shrimp at that point. But that's pretty much the fish of the day. It's been a slow week overall, unfortunately, and it's been a slow couple weeks really. But that's why when you catch those pompano on these slow days, those pompano mean so much more. And to be honest, I'm okay with slow fishing as long as I'm catching quality fish. I will take quality over quantity. I know not everybody that I take out wants quality over quantity. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they want to catch a lot of fish and they don't care what they are. Sometimes we can do that, sometimes not. It just depends on what the fish want to do that day. But before I wrap this video up, you want to make sure you watch next Monday's video, because I am going to tell you about a little giveaway I'm doing. Because every time I hit 200 subscribers, check that, we finally hit 200 subscribers. And every time I hit 100 new subscribers, I give something away. And I'm going to tell you how to get in on that on the next video. I'm going to wrap this up. I'm gonna call it a day. So until next time, I'll see you later.